down to summer pasture. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you had moved out of the way. I just hit 48 with the gator. Anyhow, I'm down in summer pasture. It's time to bring bulls home. There should be 2 bulls down here. There are 3, and shockingly, it is not Ferg. There is a little Corriente yearling bull down here. I found him this week. I contacted the brand. He's not branded. Contacted the brand inspector. Took a couple days. We got figured out the owner's going to come and get him. The owner called. I talked to the owner last night of this little Corriente. I'll show you guys him in a few. But he was going to come down and get him. I was like, you know what? I'm bringing bulls home tomorrow anyhow. So let me just grab them when I pull mine out, and I'll run them home. So that does happen sometimes, especially with bulls. You know, they go through fences. So Walter was real slow to get up. I am just going to keep an eye on him and see if he's doing okay. It might have just been the way he was laying or whatever, but he looked fine when I've seen him take a step, but I just want to check him. Everybody's right here by the water tank. I got to get away from these cows before I can really put down my window or anything. Okay. Oh yeah, no, he looks okay. So that's good. No, go ahead and let's go. Walter was real slow to get up, but he looks okay. Michelle and Jeff are here as per usual when we move cows, so. This should be pretty easy. Oh, the Corriente is going to give us a little fight. But Jeff's working him. Michelle's got the other 2. Oh, Jeff's got him. I don't know how much this guy's been worked on 4-wheeler and stuff. His owner was going to bring down horses, and so yeah, this might be a little interesting. Hopefully, because we're bringing the other bulls, he'll want to come and stay with the big boys. There's always some fighting that happens, like when we do this and stuff. Totally normal behavior. So we're going to want to go to the right to head back towards home. All the gates that can be opened have been opened, and then after this, the cows and the heifers and first calf heifers can all mingle. And I'll probably just leave the gate open between the one-legged windmill and the summer pasture and just let them go wherever they want to go. So I believe he's a Corriente bull. Again, I'm not the owner, but he's just a little dude. He's pretty cute, but you know, much different than a Black Angus or a Hereford. He doesn't know where we're going, so it might be just somewhat difficult. Do you want to push, Michelle, and I'll try and keep him going? He wants back with the cows. There we go. Kind of let these guys set the pace. It does not have to be super fast. If they want to run a bit at the beginning, that's usually kind of what happens, and then we will just slow down and we will walk. We get far enough away from the cows and this will get a little bit easier, but then we're going to run into more cows. We're gonna grab Ferg on the way through the one-legged windmill pasture. He was laying with everybody at the water tank, so we'll just pick him up on the way through. So that'll get a little interesting trying to grab him off, but we'll get it done. This may get a little interesting through this part because this is where all the coulees are at. So the bulls can go through it super easily. We're gonna have to pick our path through here, but so far we're okay. Bulls look good. Nobody's limping. Sometimes summer can kind of pull them down a little bit because they're busy working and whatnot, but no, they look really good. Oh gosh, we got a cow. That surprised me. Okay. Where am I gonna go through that? The four-wheelers are more narrow. Oh, Corriente's making a break for it. Michelle's got him. Who is that? 66 is my red cow. She's decided she's done with us. That did surprise me how she came running right next to me. I'm not feeding you cake, ma'am. You can just stay back there. Don't squish the little guy. It is much nicer than it has been the last couple of days. It's actually Saturday when I'm filming this. You guys saw me on Thursday when I was picking the pickling cucumbers and the wind was just awful. That it did get better yesterday, but still was like windy and cold. I think it was like 39 or something when I woke up Friday morning. This morning it was 35. Like, we didn't freeze, but we got close. Everything is fine. I was out at a fundraiser golf tournament yesterday for my nonprofit, and man, it was cold in the morning. I had all the layers on. I had t-shirt, sweater, a vest, and then I still went and put my Aeroquip coat on top too to break the wind. It was just not, the wind was just cold and just like cut through. So that wasn't so much fun. Again, a reminder that fall is coming, but today's much nicer. It's like 75. The sun does feel quite hot, but it is 75, minimal wind, like really beautiful fall day. So much better. We do have some really decently hot weather coming the next week. I think like 85 quite often. And then so far the forecast looks good. We'll see how long it holds, and our last frost date on average is September 20th, but it's been a while. It's been a couple years since we've had a frost that early, thankfully. So I my fundraiser is September 20th, so I hope it waits till after that, and then it can. Maybe not quite then. I won't have gardens cleared off by then, but if it looks like it's gonna freeze, I'll deal with the tomatoes. Are really the only thing. Tomatoes and peppers, and all the cucumbers. Everything else is pretty, like, can survive a light frost. So all the things that are going to happen here in the next few weeks to get us ready for fall, and this is kind of one of the things that needs to happen for fall. So usually like to have the bulls pulled off about 30 days or so, 45 days before preg checking happens, so that if they did breed somebody today, that embryo has enough time to get big enough that they can see it on ultrasound, because that's how we preg check. The vet comes out and she uses an internal ultrasound through the rectum, and you can see the embryo at that point. So yeah, I think it was a few days earlier last year, but I was also a few days later putting bulls in. So roughly kind of the same time frame. We are coming up upon the Herefords, and then it won't be much further, and we'll be in with the heifers and the first calf heifers. Our pace has slowed down. They're like, who's this little dude? Actually, the Herefords were down with the bulls and the cows and stuff when the little Corriente was actually discovered. So sometimes they do wander down there, and sometimes the herd is all together. But yeah, Michelle's cows just really prefer to hang out by themselves in this fence line tank. Oh, Walter, come on, nope. And then we're gonna fight, and then, we're gonna do all the bull things again. Everybody was at the one-legged windmill, which you can see the very top of it. And that's where they were at when we came down. They're probably still there. Everybody kind of chills in the hot part of the afternoon. Here comes Meredith and Ferguson. We've been spotted. So Ferg is also going to join us, and everybody else is going to stay. So the next gate is actually closed because I didn't want them wandering up there after we came through. I probably could have left it open, but you never leave a gate open unless you expect a cow to go through it. So it's closed. So at some point, one of us is going to have to peel off and go get that gate open. But let's get bulls pushed through these cows and on our way up the hill, and then worry about the gate. Meredith, you don't need to go with. We can take Meredith if we need to for a while and then peel her off. Meredith's like, who's this little baby? Nope, I don't. Ferg should have had all these guys bred, but I do not want Max or Walter breeding any heifers, so if we could make haste through this pasture, that would be great. And I don't want that breeding any of my stuff either. Not to say it didn't happen, because it could have, but that's not the program I'm trying to create here.
Meredith wants to keep that one.
Is Meredith open?
No. She thinks he's cute.
It's so funny anytime you put a new animal in with the herd, they're all like, what is this? We'll get the heifers sorted off. We got to get through more of them. Come on, Walter. Hi. Why are we gonna fight, Walter? You can tell the young ones from the old ones, for sure. Gosh, Walter and Max, come on. I've got two. I'm gonna push these guys. Come on. Come on! Hop, hop, hop! Alright, well, we got everybody and then some. Alright, now it's Ferg and Max fighting. Cows are going to peel off. I got two heifers in that I don't need with these guys. Moon Pie and oh yeah, no, two. No, that one. The other black one is Michelle's. Stay away. We don't need your help. There we go. Heifer's gone, bull's separated. Cow trail right here I'm gonna fall into. And that is their last time with the ladies until next summer. Jeff, can you get the gate? Oh, hey, you go back. And Jeff's gonna grab the gate for us.
Might have to toss a little cake out for those heifers.
Oh yeah, I do have cake with me. I got it. Yeah, I'll just throw them some. Keep them right here. Push these guys. on! Hey, come on!
Come on, yeah! Bird, come on, yeah! Hip, hip! Hip, hip! Come on, boy, let's go!
Ferg wants to let everybody know he's real tough. Oh, come on, Max. All right, guys, can we get through the gate? We're almost there.
Yep.
Then we're done with the cows.
Yep. 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 You go.
Oh, come on.
Yep, 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 yep.
Hey, up, go! Come on! Hop, hop, hop! Let's go!
Yep. Bird, let's go. Yep, yep. Come on, Walter. Go.
Okay, now we're through all the cows, and it is just through this pasture, a hayfield, and a little dude needs to go all the way to the corrals. Mine don't need to go all the way to the corrals. Well, Max and LOL, nope, not LOL. Max and Ferg and Walter can stay in the home pasture, but we'll probably just end up taking all of them so that we can get the little guy in. But if we can peel him off and he'll actually move by himself, I'm gonna just take him into the corrals. Michelle just let me know that the bull that's not staying, she named him Martin Short. I think that's great. I'll let his owner know that he's been named. Max will be leaving the ranch this fall. He has served his purpose here on the ranch, and unfortunately, or fortunately, because I've kept back heifers the last several years, it now is coming to the point where he would start breeding his daughters next year, and obviously we don't want that to happen, and so he will be leaving. When you keep back heifers, you do shorten the longevity of your bulls. He's in great shape and he throws great calves. If I hadn't been keeping back heifers, I would be happy to keep him as part of my breeding program. He's a wonderful bull. And so I will be purchasing a heifer bull next spring. Usually those go on sale like February and March, but I won't use them until June. So Max will be leaving. I will probably get him semen tested because of his age. There's no reason why he can't go to breed somewhere else and get him sold. So if you're interested in a Black Angus bull and you're in the Gillette area, I guess you can send me an email or a message or something, and we can get that figured out. It is the time of the year that it is, like, I'm not weaning calves yet and stuff, but I am starting to think about like who's gonna stay. I need to take a closer look at some of my cows, see how they all held up over the summer, see how they're doing with calves on them. If some of my older cows, if they are getting pulled down by having calves, that does happen sometimes as they age. That's something I will look at, and doesn't necessarily mean that they'll get sold this year, but it's kind of always have a short list of cows that you're watching and stuff. So yeah, this was Max's last breeding season, and very happy to have had him for the last, I think, 3 summers. He's bred cows here and heifers and stuff. So yeah, his time with us is over, and send him on to the next place where he should go as a breeding bull. There's no reason. He's not old. He doesn't have a limp. He looks great. When bulls get to the point where they can't breed anymore, they just get sold for hamburger, essentially. So he's in good enough shape. That's probably not likely what his fate is, although once you sell an animal, you lose control over what will happen to him. But it will probably get him semen tested. Therefore, he can be used as a breeding bull again. We're now in the hayfield. Jeff just stopped to close the gate. Oh, I can see all the heifers up on the fence line. That's fine. They don't need to come into the heifer pasture. That pasture isn't overgrazed or anything, but we don't need animals in it. There's plenty of grass between the one-legged windmill and summer pasture, so I'd rather them be going that direction and not moving back this way. But yeah, we'll be in the home pasture next. We're probably just going to keep everybody together until we get a little bit closer to the lot. The little Martin Short will just do better if he's got friends. Max, please be nice to him. Ferg just stepped in a hole. He's fine, but... It's like, please don't get hurt on the way home. Ferg definitely packed on some pounds this summer. He grew up. Ferg, always just in the rear. So even if I was technically done, because I had the bulls in the pasture that I wanted them in for the next couple weeks probably, I would drive them to water. They were here, well, Ferg and Max were here last fall. I did the same thing. They hung out in the home pasture for a month or so, probably until right before I brought cows home for preg checking. But we always take them to water, so we'll get these guys to water. Probably going to actually take everybody kind of closer to the lot, but they may want a drink, and that's fine. This hasn't really taken that long at all, so everybody can have a drink. Reservoir's up over this hill.
Hey. Come on.
They did not peel off towards the reservoir, and so we're just walking this fence line. This will get us home. The need for snacks is increasing. They can have snacks, just not yet. Oh, don't push him through the fence. Max! Max! Max!
Hey.
That little dude would just go right through that fence. Martin Short, that's his name.
He's just trying to send him back.
Max, like, you don't belong here. That's not the neighbor he came from. Why are we going to pick the most difficult path through this? That's not really where I want to drive. Those guys on four-wheelers can get them. I'm going to go kind of more over where Jeff went. This is nice grass, but we got to keep moving. Luckily, this is all dry. If this was springtime, I would not be going through this way. Come on, Ferg. could cut Ferg off now almost. I'd like to get up this hill some. Smells very sagey. We are almost to the lot, and hopefully kind of at the gate I can kind of pull. Yeah, if those guys want to go this way, and I can keep these guys. We'll see. We got a ways to go, but we'll kind of see how this naturally occurs and see what we can do with sorting kind of out here in the field even. Ferg, why? Ferg is literally always causing problems. Oh my gosh, Martin Short, don't. Hey. Oh gosh. He's gonna get beat up. He's too little. Oh gosh. Please. Hey.
Hip, 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 hip. Come on. Hip, hip. Hey.
Like
Hip,
why?
hip, hip.
Oh, look at that. Shovels to the right of me. Oh shoot, the gate's not open. Oops. We had some wind damage the other day in that storm, so gotta get that kind of cleaned up and fixed, but that just happened. All right, that's everything. Everybody is where I need. I'm gonna put him in a corral so he's like in an easy loadout spot. I have texted his owner so that he can come get him, but yeah, bolts are where they need to be for the time being until it's time to bring cows home and, like I said, get max semen tested. So yeah, that was super easy. Probably took us, I'm just here in the way. Let me finish this, then I can help do that. But yeah, it took us probably like an hour, so not too bad. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed this ride with me today as we brought the bulls home, and I will see you next time.